Good morning with a delay from Los Angeles. Welcome to Power Hour with Sergio. Every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Apologies for the delay. I was hoping 2026 our technical issues with StreamYard would go away. No. I don't know. I am as good as, you know, technology allows me. We did something in the background. We'll share the screen in a minute. Let me post a link. Open microphone today. If anybody wants to join, more than welcome to do so. Here it is. All I'm asking is you're in a quiet place with a decent internet reception. So, welcome to Power Hour with Sergio. Every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Happy New Year, everyone. Wishing everyone a happy, healthy, more importantly, not just happy, because happiness comes with health. Healthy, happy, prosperous New Year. We'll go through the account in a minute. Talk about what's going on. Markets opened sharply higher this morning, and then we're selling off now. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But more importantly, in crypto land, we have a decent rally going on. It seems like the downtrend on Ethereum is about to break or breaking. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is just a dead cat, bounce from the last 3 days of the year to what's happening now, or is it something continuous? Definitely going to adhere to the pivot, and if you have any questions, please put them up. New Year's was interesting for all of you. Hopefully you had a safe and New Year's. California, I'm in LA. It's been raining. Actually, I don't remember for the longest time when it rained during Christmas holidays and New Year's. Both. They were both on Wednesday, Thursday, and they both times we had massive amounts of rain. So that may mean that our reservoirs are full. So there is no drought in California, unlike the mainstream media makes it out to be. We had 12.5 inches of rain so far, and the season is still early. But that means my DWP, Department of Water and Power bill, is only going to go up by 25%. Talk about inflation, folks. Over the last 6 years, my DWP bill has increased by about 85%. My auto insurance bill, which is through State Farm, FU State Farm, it's been with State Farm, my homeowners, umbrella, it's all those insurances with the discount has gone up 60% over the last 5 years. So when the government talks about no inflation, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think the government's gaslighting? I definitely think government's gaslighting. Just in those two areas, which is daily usage, cars, we have 4 cars now because we have a teenager added to the policy, which obviously that jacks up the rates. Not a teenager, actually. She's 21 going to 22. But new driver, well, you know how they do that. Right? But water and power going up that much. We have the same house, same people, same usage. In fact, we're using less because we have more drought-resistant plantation in the backyard and the front. I don't know, right? Right. So inflation is not dead, folks. It's alive and well. What else is going on? Let's see. New Year's was quiet, family and friends at the house. I don't like driving New Year's, although we did go out to Pasadena to my sister-in-law's house, and it was fine. It's just another day. But the last 2 weeks today feels like Monday to me. and both Christmas and New Year's falling on Wednesday, Thursday kind of messed me up. But first day of the trading year, account's green at the moment. We don't know what's going to happen at the end, of course. I'll talk a little bit about the account, what my starting point is, and what the goals are for this year. I did talk on Wednesday about my guess, I guess, or prognostication for the indexes coming up. Again, indexes are indexes. It's not a stock market. It's a market of stocks. If you own the wrong stocks, like one of them I own today is wrong, and obviously we're getting hammered. But overall, you may have, I don't know, 5, 6, 8, 10 positions at any given time, and one will be green, one will be red, but overall there is an effect that's called mark to market on the equity, meaning net liquidation of the account, which is your scoreboard. Okay. That doesn't lie. That changes every second while the prices are getting adjusted, called mark to market, right? And at the end of the day, you're either green, red, mostly. Obviously, it's not going to be unchanged unless you have a very small account. So we'll go through that as well. And I haven't been really paying attention to the news, although I have paid very close attention to what's going on in Minnesota with the fraud. So Elon was right. They should say that at least. But then the guy couldn't come out of it because he got hammered. Talking about Elon and Tesla. Brutal sell-off for 50 points or so at the moment. We'll see what happens there. I've been paying attention to what's going on in Minnesota. A 23-year-old kid goes out and discovers this $8 billion of fraud over the last 10 years. And I'm like, what else is going on, right? So I saw actually a cartoon, which was very appropriate. It was the Titanic, which is the U.S. government, hitting an iceberg. And the top of the iceberg, it says Minnesota. But then the bulk of the iceberg, as we know, is under the water, and that's California. If a small state like Minnesota, with these daycare centers, had $8 billion worth of fraud going on over the last, I don't know, 10 years, what's happening in California? I mean, I know it's happening definitely in home health care and pharmacies and things like that. But maybe, I forgot his name, Nick, whatever. Maybe he'll come out to California and do some investigating here. And that goes to show how, and mainstream media didn't touch that, by the way, right? And then mainstream media goes like, oh, there's nothing like that is going on. Where is CNN? Where is CBS? Where is ABC? Where is MSNBC? Okay, of course. The point I'm trying to make is fraud and waste and abuse is massive in this country. Look at the size of the country, it's massive. It's into the trillions probably, and nobody checks it. Nobody cares because our tax dollars just get squandered in Washington. And so, hopefully there'll be more investigations. And, if we just cut the fraud down by probably 50%, not all of it, because all of it cannot be caught. But if we just did that, I think we could have a decent deduction or reduction in our national debt. I'm pretty sure we could, but then I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So what else? Not much else. So I put the link up there. Where is the link? Okay, let me put the link again. If anybody, open microphone today, folks. You guys won't get this chance too often. No, actually, on New Year's, I'm going to do this more often. I want you to come on. I want it to be more interactive instead of me yakking for like an hour. I want you to talk to me about your positions, what you're doing. It should be finance related. We don't want to talk too much politics, obviously, on this channel. And so, yeah, that's where we are. So let's see who's here. Good morning, Mike the Peach. Mike the Peach is my neighbor. I didn't even know, but he joined the members group. So if you are inclined to join the members group, please do so. Click join. Send me an email, Sergio@sergioavadian.com. I'll send you the Telegram chat group link, and he's another brother from another mother. So welcome, Luis. Good morning. John, good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year, sir. Hey, hi. I see you. I see all of you. Apollos Dragons. I like that one. Okay. I see you. Hi. You don't have to put it twice. DLAP 5540. Okay, cool. What's going on? What else is going on? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I think last year alone, over the previous year, I had a 42% increase. I don't know where the money goes. We have no accidents, no tickets. I don't know what else to say. It's typical. You're a man or a woman of few words. Apollos Dragons. Hey, what else? You know, a couple other people told me about that. I may have to look into it. I'm a Costco executive member for forever now. Not that it means anything, but I'll check it. But I heard that Costco does not directly insure. Costco is like a broker. So I don't mean, because the problem I have is my home is on top of a hill in Granada Hills. We're in a fire zone. And in California, they don't write insurance for fire anymore. So if I were to switch, I'm not sure if the new company is going to write a policy for me. That's why I'm stuck at State Farm, because it's a grandfathered policy. They're not doing new policies, but the old ones are outstanding and current. So I know the state has some kind of a policy, going on with that, but I'll have to look into it because it's getting ridiculous. Costco, yeah, I know, yeah. We'll have to talk about that. Mike the Peach, Mike D. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, I heard about it, that Costco is not the actual insurer, that they send it out to third party. And I don't know how good they are or how good they're not. I'm not sure, honestly. But, we have all the cars, we have the house, we have the umbrella policy, we have liability, we have this, we have that. It's just this ridiculous amount of premiums. And then I heard, by the way, the State Farm agent that I've been working in for 20 years is the one that gets most of the premium every month, not the insurance company. I'm not sure. I heard about that. I have to look into it. Look, I'm not against anybody making money, but 42% last year, just in 1 year. Overall, my car insurance policy, home insurance, all of it combined, they have the multiple car discount, multiple things discounts, which I don't even know if they mean anything or not, but with the massive deductibles, just like health insurance. What's happening to health insurance, by the way? So when the government says there is no inflation, what has happened to your health insurance? What has happened to your auto and home insurance? What has happened to your Department of Water and Power or water and power bills? Just these three. We're not including anything else yet. We're not including schooling. We're not. Is inflation really 2.5%? Is it really? How many are you thinking? Let's just do a little quick survey here. Whoever is here. Put 1 if you think it's 2.5%. Put 2 if you think it's more than 2.5% a year inflation. Let's go. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a lot of 2s, but you never know. Maybe you're living in well, I live in California, so California is notorious for, this kind of stuff. So actually, I can't wait to get out of Dodge, but then I have kids at school, so I have a 5-year plan. The 5-year plan definitely going to be executed properly. There you go. A couple of 2s already. See what I mean? Yeah, 100%. I mean, inflation is not 2.5%. On top of that, you're losing buying power to the tune of 6 to 8% a year. So your $100 bill in 12 years is worth probably 0. The buying power, anyway. I don't know. Not yet. I'm going to take that as a joke. Come on, bro. I called you a brother from another mother, and then you come back with that? Come on, that's brutal. I will be a senior at some point, so will you, sir. You know what I mean? No. I'll look into it, though. I don't know. Isn't that like 62 or 64, 5 or something? I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, maybe I can take advantage of that. But that was brutal, Mike. Come on, Mike. You just joined the group. I mean, I don't want to kick you out. So, like, come on. Anyway, so what's going on? Multiple markets open sharply higher, selling off, sold off. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Jesus Christ. Actually, I completely disagree. I am as sharp as I was in my 20s, brain-wise. Body, I'm not sure. No, 59 is not old. I'm 58, first of all. 58 and 3/4. I'll be 59 in March. 59 is not old. What are you talking about? If you take care of yourself, I think you should be okay. But all right, I'll take your word for it, my man. You know, that hurt, Mike. That hurt. You know, but I'll let it slide for once. Bro, what low income discount? That doesn't apply. How do you guys do that? I mean, you guys make $1 million and you show low income. How do you do that? Mike is here. Not Mike. Yeah, John. Can we swing something like that, John? I mean, we don't want to talk about that on YouTube, but can we swing like something like that? Just like transfer all my assets into some other thing and then make myself look poor and do what the Somalis are doing in Minnesota? Is that a possibility? I don't know. I have to look into it. Mike seems like he has some experience about this low-income discount thing, sir. We will have to talk about that over some Japanese apple juice. I'm not sure. I don't like doing too many, shady things. I mean, everybody does here and there, but low-income discount, how do I get that? If I was low income, I don't know. Maybe that is the way to go. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that. I don't think that's YouTube. So anyway, let's go back to the schedule. Every Monday, Wednesday, trading with Sergio. Every Friday, power hour with Sergio. We'll go through the account, obviously. Well, actually, I can explain that before I go into the positions, what's going on. So last year, last year, 2025, I was up. I started the year in 2025. I started the year at 108. 108K in my trading account. I separate pleasure from play. I went to 184, as high as 184. So I was up about 80% for the year. The last 2 months of the year, without really doing much, just watching things melt, which was wrong, completely wrong. And I ended the year up 31%. So double the S&P 500. Is it good? Not really. Give myself a C minus. For the last 2 months of the year, an F. But we'll see. We'll see how this year. So what I did is this year, I took out 60K from the trading account, put it in the investment account, long-term investment account. I have 4 stocks. I'm about to add another 5th. I'm long Google from much lower levels, like I lucky in April. I'm long Lulu. I'm long UPS, and I am long Kava. They're all green, small, 10, 11, 12, 5% range. I also had one trade in the investment account on Unity software. If you're following me for a while, you know all this already, but then it's all public record. You can go check it out. I had bought that at 21.5, sold it about 42 range. It was quick. I had to take the 100%. Although I don't like taking short-term gains in the investment account. I've also been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin all year long, every Monday. So that's that. So this year, I'm starting at 80K in the trading account with a pivot, which is I'm not going to deal with high flyers. I'm going to deal with the 52-week high list, which I created one for the members group already, and they know it's up to 79 names, and I'm going to cap it about 100 and start rotating. So, and pretty tight money management. I'm still settling on how I should handle on the directional options when it comes to money management side. Meaning if I'm long calls, long puts, which that's where the money is at mostly, but then I will still sell some puts, and I'm still trying to settle in my mind what kind of risk tolerance I should take. One thing I know for sure, I'm not going to allocate more than 10% of the account value into any position. Let it be stocks, options, and whatever. On stocks, it's pretty clear cut. 25% up, 12.5 down, I'm out of there. That's why I really don't care about the win rate that much. If you money manage properly, position size properly, you should have a good year. So I'm starting with 80K, and then for a change this year, every month, I'm going to do an update. For the members group, I'll do it every week. For the general population or subscriber group, I'm going to do it every month. I'll post it on the community page of the YouTube channel where the account started, where it's at each month. So you guys can see the progression. But that's what's going to happen. I don't want to deal with Mag 10. So going into that, that's where it's going to be. Hopefully we'll double the account. The other thing is my outlook for 2026 this year. I have a high of 7,400 in SPX and a low of 5,800. That's my range. And I'm going to look at a single-digit gain close at the end of 2026. Again, my guess is as good as anybody else's. I'm looking for the SPX to settle at 7,250 at the end of the year, which will put us up about 5% for the year. So after 3 or 4 double-digit gain years, I think that's where we're going to end up. So range 7,400, 5,800, and settling at 7,250. That's my call. So I'm going to stick to it. Let's see how right I am. I have to go back and check what this year's guess was from last year. I'm pretty sure there's a video on the YouTube channel, and I will take a look at it. And yeah, so what else is going on? Mosquito 5641. Should we be worried about skew risk and kurtosis? Skew risk? There's skew risk all the time, isn't it? There's skew risk all the time. You just got to watch your tail risk more than your skew risk or kurtosis. You got to watch your tail risk. Right tail, left tail. Most people blow themselves out because they're not hedged enough to when a left tail shows up, they haven't hedged enough to or position size too large, and they get blown out. Mojo, how's up? Definitely 2 on inflation. Yeah. Well, I know you look good. You definitely look younger than me, and I'm not there. Okay. I'm not worried about women checking me out at this age, but one of my members doesn't think so, Mojo. He thinks I'm old. He thinks I deserve a senior discount. I should probably kick him out. He just joined. I'll probably kick him out when I get back. Eat healthy. I'm eating healthy, actually. I have lost a whole bunch of weight over the last 6 months. I'm doing the OMAD, 1 meal a day. I like it. Initially, it was tough, but now I've adjusted. Hit the gym. That's something, no, that I have not done, although I do take walks here and there. But gym, no. I'm allergic. Please talk about diagonal put spreads if you ever placed them. Okay. Well, you're a member now. You'll know when I do place them. And diagonal put spreads. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Mike the Peach. I know where you live, Mike. Ah, bet. Don't mess with me. So anyway, let's go to the positions because nobody wants to join. Again, I'm going to put the link up again. It's open mic today. If anybody wants to show up, you guys need to show up. There it is. All right, so let's see what's going on. Ooh, bloodbath. I see the one in the middle. That's bloodbath. Not good. Although BMNU and ASST and Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana are kind of ripping today. We'll see if it's last or not. So hopefully you guys can see this. SPY is actually down now. Okay, triple Q is down a lot more than SPY. Tesla is getting smacked. Yeah, triple Q is already down about 0.5%. Ooh, we know what we bought. We're right under 20 EMA now. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute. I don't know, something happened with Thinkorswim. My charts are kind of weird. Intradays, anyway. The 2-minute chart. Oh, maybe they started the 2025 fresh. Okay, possibly. Oh, because we were closed yesterday. What am I saying? Okay, no problem. What's going on? Let's go to the positions. All right, so starts with Affirm. Sold a put credit spread 72.5, 62, 67.5. This is defined risk downside trade. With that money, bought some call debit spreads. I will add to this position pretty soon and call it a day. ASST, I'm long 750 leaps. We'll see how that works out. Bitcoin is moving higher today. Hopefully we'll get a move. BMNU, I'm short 5 puts. I'm long 3,500 shares, and I'm short the 6, 7, 8 calls expiring on regular expiration January in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how that works out. I am long 20 Carnival Cruise calls. This is a directional, February 30s. And it was at 31.22, now 31.03. Cost 194. They're about 220. I'm trying to buy FSLY calls. I'm only long 10. This is again all February 2026, February 20th expiration. I'm trying to buy 10 more calls. I'm long 10. I'm long 25 open door calls. Cost 128. They're about 138 on the 140, somewhere in that range. 144 actually. 140 right here. And this is the headache today. I am long some calls, and I'm also short January 16th calls, 22. So I'm long 20 February 20 calls, but I'm short January. So here's your diagonal or vertical, actually, vertical call spread, Mike. So those are the positions. We'll find out where the account's at the end of the day. If it's green, great. At the moment, it looks green to me, but we'll see. And the sell-off is interesting today, actually. From opening here at 622 on triple Q down to 611. Pretty decent sell-off, actually. But what is going on? Mag 10 is moving today. Outside that, yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at, actually, let's go to the bigger charts. All right. All right, this is triple Q. Let's adjust that. All right, so this is the triple Q, kind of rolling over. I'm really not liking it that much, but we'll see. Let's go to the position charts first. Affirm. Right on the 20 EMA and close to the Bollinger Band. So this is, we'll take the loss this year. We're not going to let these things bleed. We're already having one bleed, but I'm still adjusting the pivot numbers, so hang tight. That's why I'm not going full position on anything yet. I'm just kind of getting my feet wet. Next one is ASST. That's the lotto ticket for this year. I'm long 400 of the 2.5 leaps going out to January 2027 and 350 of the 5 calls. Definitely decent unrealized losses at the moment on that, but then we'll see what happens to Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 2x ETF. Not 2x ETF. This is iShares Bitcoin ETF, the largest one. Breaking out today, the downtrend. I usually don't show lines, but then here we are. Breaking out, MACD's turning up. We'll see how far this rally goes. And on Ethereum, definite breakout today, approaching 50 EMA, which is resistance, and 200 EMA. But we'll see where it's going to go. So both are breaking out today from downtrends after going sideways for about a month or so. We'll see. And this is, so I'm long BMNU, short puts, short to 5 puts expiring in a couple of weeks. Long, short 6, 7, 8 calls. My cost basis is mid 6s actually. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. If I get called away, they can have it. If I don't get called away, we'll write another cycle. This is the second cycle I'm writing calls on and selling puts on. Last month, they all expired worthless. If I do get assigned stock ends up below 5, I will take another 1,500 shares and write another cycle of calls. But if they take it, they can have it. And I have 10 trading days for that to be decided. Let's go with next position is CCL, Carnival Cruise, 52-week high list. On the pullback, I bought it. I will add to it if it moves up higher. It should go make a new 52-week high. So patience, patience, patience. Next one, small. These are all small positions, but they're positions nonetheless. FSLY, going sideways at some point. We will either break down or break out, and we will figure that out. Next one is Open Door. It did get up to as high as 610, 615 range. I'm just looking for a mean reversion rally, maybe up to 50 EMA, which is about 671 at that point. We'll take the profit on that. And last but not least, Wave Life Sciences, 1560. We're right on the 20 EMA now into support. That's when I added now. We'll see. Big gap up. We'll see. We'll see how this position goes. But so that's why I sold the January 22s against my Feb 20s. Took in 30 cents. So lessened the pain a little bit there. And I don't know if this has weekly options on it or not. Nope, it doesn't. So next cycle is going to be Febs. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have another 5 lot to buy, and that'll complete it. Affirm, definitely watching closely. So sold a put debit spread, put credit spread, sorry. Bought a call debit spread with the money. I was looking for a little better, actually, but the market selling off today didn't help. I still like the company, but this year we're going to go mostly off of technicals and take smaller losses and let the profits run. That's what we're going to try to do. So outside that, what else am I looking at? I'm looking to buy, I'm going to have to adjust all the buy on pullbacks off the 52-week high list. Like PLAB I want to do, but then I think I did that a little too early on Wave Life Sciences. It has to hold here. If it doesn't hold here, it's going lower, and I'm going to take my loss, obviously. But I'm definitely going to have to adjust the buy points. We had done 2 or 3 trades with that. One was Sienna, which is making a 52-week high today, right? And then the other one was Dollar Tree on its way to a 52-week high. So I need to be careful with the buy points on these, since I'm going to risk manage really, really tight on this year. So can't win them all, but then all I'm shooting for is 50% win rate, unlike some jackasses who talk about 80-90% win rate. I don't need 90% win rate, but the position size has to be correct, not more than 10% of allocation to each position, and then the money management side has to be correct. So, but the buy points have to be kind of adjusted on all of these. Which ones to buy at the 20 EMA pullback after a 52-week high, or which ones to wait until 50. We'll see. We will have to adjust that. MSTR having a little bit of a rally today. Not much, really. Only like 3%, which is anemic at best. But Solana is rallying today as well. This is the Bitwise Solana staking ETF on top of everything else, and this is the 2x ETF of Solana. That's at the 20 EMA. That broke the downtrend a while ago. It's been just going sideways basing, just like Ethereum and IBIT, which is Bitcoin. So we'll see. Pretty decent action today on Ethereum. We'll see if it lasts. And so will BMNU. If BMNR goes, here's BMNR. If BMNR goes, so will BMNU. BMNR, pretty big move today, about 12% at 30.55. Obviously, that's why BMNU 2x ETF is up 25% at 591, which I needed that rally, actually. But I have the calls out, 6, 7, 8 calls, and I have the short puts, 5. So if everything expires worthless, great. If it doesn't get called away, great. We'll see. We have 10 trading days to go. What else am I watching? Amcor, I really like. You know, I'm just dealing with 52-week high list, folks. I'm not going to deal with, you know, high flyers and do this and do that, such as HIMS. I mean, downtrend persists. A lot of people are into the data center, energy stocks, you know, Oklos and things like that. I'm not going to mess with any of that stuff. Although big moves in chip stocks today. Micron, for sure, 52-week new high, which it's been on my list. And just done give me a pullback to buy it. They gave me one pullback to 225 at the 50 EMA, and then, of course, we didn't buy it. AMD having a nice day today. TSMC is making a 52-week high today, which I like. TSM. That's breaking out after a long base. Avago. Yeah, it's kind of meandering. Not much is going on there. But go with the strong stocks, folks. Financials are in that list. A lot of healthcare stocks are in that list. A lot of metal stocks are in that list. We know what's going on. Gold today up a little bit. Just kind of looks like a short-term top is in, as well as in silver. SLV is that. Yeah. So, you know, but again, pullbacks must be bought on all of these metals. We will see where they end up. TLT, which is interest rates keep going higher, folks. You guys can say whatever you want about the Fed lowering rates. Doesn't look like it to me. TLT is the inverse indicator of the 20-year Treasury bond ETF. And since actually last September, they keep cutting the short end of the curve with the Fed funds rate, and the long end keeps going up. Well, that's because we have the debt, folks. We have deficits. And Tesla getting smacked some more. It's breaking the 50 EMA now, going just like hot knife through butter. It topped almost at 500. A lot of people now are going to say, where are you going to buy it? I'm like, not sure. It's into support, a little bit of support, right about where it's exactly at. I don't know. We'll see. yeah, that's where the positions are, and that's where I'm at. But it'll take about a couple, 3 weeks or a month for me to settle down where to buy these things. I really want to buy PLAB, but I don't want to get stuck with another WVE. PLAB, I'll wait. Gotta wait. Be patient with these. Although it's in the right group, MACD's on a sell, so I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, this one is turning into a headache, but then can't win them all. MACD crossed over, put in a sell signal. Yeah, I mean, 50 days, not even close at 1252, so we may have to bail. What else we buy? We bought another 5 lots. Okay. Okay, let's increase the sell side to 15. Nope, sell 15. Let's see if we can get him off at 8 cents. No. Let's adjust that to 10 cents. Okay. What else do we want to do? I should buy 10 more of those at 50 cents. I think we have plenty of time there. See, this is the old style of doing shit, which I don't like, actually. Yeah. 50 cents is about right. Okay. Open 605. FSLY, we have a buy order at 105. CCL, pulling back too much on my liking, but it is what it is. BMNU, hopefully stays about where it's at. FRM, yeah, we're down $1,000 on that. And those spreads are decent enough. Yeah, we'll see where those are at. Yeah. Let's see where that is, where the put credit spreads are. So we're selling the 72.5, buying the 67.5. That's a put credit spread. Max loss 5. They're giving me 225, which is fine. You're taking in, rule of thumb is about 30% of the wing depth. Buy the 80 calls, sell the 92.5. 46-cent debit. That's not good enough. Maybe we can catch it at like even or so. Patience. Patience. S&P selling off somewhere now. Okay. You gotta be careful here. Yeah, definitely selling off. Got to be careful here. What's VIX doing? VIX must be rallying today, probably 16. Only 15. Yeah, yeah, interesting. So, part of me says take some profits. Part of me says nope, stick to the rules. We will have to see. We will have to see. Yeah. Okay. That's where we are. Go back to the front, answer some more questions. If you guys have any questions, please post it. What is going on? Okay. I fired that bet, yeah. Happy New Year, Steve. Hope you're doing well. I wish you a healthy, happy, prosperous New Year. Yeah, I fired that bet. I broke up with that girlfriend. I have BMNU. One headache is enough. Anyway, folks, so none of you want to come on. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why, but then I don't know what's going on here now. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, now BMNU is kind of taking it. Okay. Okay. Patience, 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 folks. No patience, no rewards. Gotta wait. Got to wait. That's AFRM. Yeah, we're right on the moving averages here. I don't want to get stuck with this thing if it's going to roll over. Where are we in the 50 EMA? 72.54. Yeah, that's my limit at that point. If we close below that, we're out of there. We got to learn how to take losses. BMNU, we got to hold, recover calls, hate them, but then necessary evil. Carnival, okay. Yeah, not much to do, really. New positions, we'll wait patiently. We got to wait. We will see. We'll see where we end up today. So, what else? That's about it. Fired S-band. I'm selling. Oh, man. We need to educate you about all this stuff. I'm selling the 10 put in July. Why are you going out that far? I have no idea. I don't know why you folks, when sell options, go out that far. As wild as Ethereum and BMNU or SBET could be, I don't see the point of going out to July at all. Buying the 6. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? You know, you can sell puts, but I don't know, man. Risk reward is not there for July. You know, you all look at the juicy premiums on these things and you think, oh shit, everything is fine. I'm like, not really. I know a lot of people who have come to this channel with BMNU that they thought stock was at 15 and they were selling the puts at like 5, thought it was great, and the stock ends up at 4. Because most of you don't manage properly anyway. You know, they just one day it'll be fine attitude, or you don't want to get a sign, you start rolling. You know, you got to have discipline when you're selling the puts. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. All you're doing is kicking the can down the road. I wouldn't go to July. And the other reason you're going to July is because you want to do it with some credits, probably, potentially, possibly. And that's the risk of selling puts, folks. A lot of people just gotta keep rolling further out, possibly to do with even or some credits. You know, selling puts is not risk-free. A lot of people on X say selling puts is great. I'm like, yeah, selling puts is great, but it's not risk-free. Buyer beware. Yeah. Selling the 10 put, buying the 6 put. So you're doing a put credit spread. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. All right. So that's it. Did my hour of talking. So let's summarize all of this. Channel is growing. Thank you for the support. So please put a thumbs up if you do like it. I'll be back on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, New Year's, at least for the first quarter, which is Monday, Wednesday trading with Sergio, Friday power hour with Sergio. Go through the positions, post my positions every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the community page. I will post the account equity, and there will not be withdrawals or deposits into the account. I don't treat my trading account as paying the bills account. We have different accounts for that. I will post the account equity. Starting point is 80K this year. Let's see what we can do. I'll post it every month on the community page as well. For the members, I'll post it every week. And what else? Yeah. Oh, thank you for the support on the website as well. help me improve financial literacy in the United States, from elementary school all the way to college kids. There's a free newsletter that you can subscribe to at the channel, at the website. It's absolutely free. I'm not selling anything. The only thing that's for pay on this side of the world is if you join the members group, which is $9.99 a month. And what do you get for that? You get my trades live. Again, none of this is trading, financial, or investment advice. Do your own thing. Do your own due diligence. Don't follow me. What I do is very risky. Another thing is they get my positions at the end of each day, and they get a live stream every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on my son's soccer schedule, which lasts about 90 minutes, which we do a lot of one-on-one interaction there. So pretty decent value. Getting my experience for a Big Mac, I think, is pretty decent. So that's about it. So I wish you all a very healthy, happy, prosperity-filled 2026. I'm going to continue doing what I do with the other channel, with this channel. Please share if you like it. Please subscribe. Put a thumbs up. Turn on notifications so you get notified of the stuff that's going on. That's about it. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. And back at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on Monday, trading with Sergio. Have a wonderful weekend, folks. Happy New Year, Mojo. Love you, man. Take care.